My name is Stephane Combermorel, and I work for the TNPM product, which stands for Tivoli Network Performance Manager. I've been working on that product since almost the creation of that product, so in 1998. That's a software which is designed for large telecom company, and usually they underestimate the volume of the data that they are gonna collect, store, and retrieve. And sometimes we are very close to the edge of what a database can do with the extraction and the speed of retrieving the record. And sometimes the customer does not pay attention about that volume, and they collect either way too much data and could not store or handle the volume. That product is supposed to manage and store a large volume of data. Therefore, it needs to work 24/7. No maintenance, almost Windows, and we have to manage to keep it running all day long. That product ran out of life last year. So typically it worked pretty well. So they would like to keep it running as long as they can until they will find a replacement. But sometimes it's hard to find a real replacement for the product. So their goal is to try to minimize the upgrade, minimize the change, and make sure that the product stay running. So they might have a team, depending on the size, from 2 to 10 people, monitoring the various process, monitoring sometimes the hundreds of computers that might be used to monitor and store data inside the single database. Depending how they were using that, it might affect their ability to know if the network was up and running. It might impact their billing if they are using that product to give some deduction if the network is not working, or to just ensure that if that's a core network, that internet is rolling. But it was a challenging phase with BT Germany because they are no more in a maintenance with IBM. So they have no more help from IBM, but they still decided to perform an upgrade. And they seems to be a bit lost within the upgrade. So they are looking not only at the support, but they are also looking at Origina to give them services to help them through their upgrade process. That's a pretty good product, but also complex one. And most of the customers don't have either still the skill in-house, and they are most of the time underusing the product. There are a lot of small features, there are a lot of small things, and most of the time they are using the basic feature. And as soon as they try to do something clever, sometimes they need the help of the support to ensure that they are doing things correctly. The customer can not only ask a support question, but when they don't know exactly a specific feature, they can have a session with the expert in Origina and explain what is their pain. And then we can have a full day session or a multiple day session to train them, educate them, and in fact try to understand their problem and how we will solve them, or at least see if there is a project required to solve that problem, if that's not a couple of hours issue.